What up, traders? What up, investors? While we wait for the circus show, aka the 2020 election, is kind of coming to an end. Again, anything can happen. We'll see on how the outcomes lie, and of course, trading accordingly. We'll see on how the market reacts to that. Again, looks like a lot of people were looking for the blue wave, aka the Biden win, as of looking like this. Again, don't want to call anything yet because again, anything can happen. There's still a couple folks still waiting out there. But that being said, we have some people or some individuals who don't quite understand options. So this individual is saying to the R word, who bought 60,000 SPY 290 puts for Friday expiration. Can't wait to see that loss post within the next 5 days. Has been looking for this for the last 5 days for this moment. Of course, that being said, that doesn't mean, so a lot of people don't understand this. This individual could have bought 660,000 shares of this or the puts. That doesn't mean that he was hedging something. This could have been just a small little piece in the overall puzzle of what is or what could be this potential individual's play. So with that being said, we can look at the trading account here. We're going to be looking at Tastyworks. Of course, this is the brokerage firm that I use and love. If you're interested, there's a affiliate link down below. You can definitely check it out if you're interested on switching. I think they're currently running a special of 100 free shares or 10 contracts if you switch over with an account of over 2K. So that being said, let's go ahead and jump into those options here. Again, we're looking at November 4th, of course, this Friday's expiration. We're going to go to around, it said the 290 puts here. Of course, we're going to right click this and then hit view the chart. And of course, they said about 5 days ago. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they were trading, let's just call it 85 to $1 at the high, and now they're trading well below a penny. Of course, we've seen the market swings completely, just say hasta la vista, to those basically a market crash where people were projecting on these very extreme levels. Of course, when the pandemic hits, everyone just runs to the door and just screams, hoping for the worst. Of course, that's what as panic happens. Famous saying, if you see blood in the streets, you need to get a mop, or however it goes. With that being said, again, those 290 puts, again, there is a probability of less than 1% of them being in the money. So that's why they only cost literally $1. Of course, this is a very unlikely outcome to be getting to the strike price at any again. It has less than 1%, so that's the percentile. So it has that chance of it happening, but it's extremely unlikely on the conditions of what we're talking about. So flipping over here to some of the charts here, I was looking at NIL. That thing has been definitely a beast. So looking at SPY again, like we talked about this before multiple times. The SPY, we kind of called this somewhat of a double bottom here. We saw the 144 exponential moving average kind of being support at these levels. We tied through this. We posted some screenshots to the YouTube community tab and within our Discord as well to notify folks like, hey, if we break these certain levels, well, this is what we're going to be looking for. And then how we did that analysis, again, no one knows where the Hello Kitty these markets are going, okay? So there's no way. So we looked at this, some Fibonacci numbers. That's what I enjoy doing, and how I trade around stocks and equities and anything like that on charts. So we did this Fibonacci extensions view here on the daily side for SPY. We saw some really strong levels around 330. And then we talked about some extreme levels if it got down to 322. And then the very extreme level, if it really broke below 320, hitting that previous low here would have been a very strong indication of some potential further downside. If that really broke that low here, we would have seen some extreme selling come through just on an algorithm standpoint, because that is a very key level that, of course, the algorithms and all the computer generated models are looking at. Of course, that's going to be looking at this. So this being said, we've had literally a slingshot higher here and just really boosting here, bouncing off that 144 EMA here, which again, 144 is also a Fibonacci number. With this huge move higher and bouncing off this and really kind of coming up some key levels, we can kind of get rid of these Fibonacci numbers. So then we're going to actually just do a very basic swing high to swing low Fibonacci retracements here. And we're seeing here that key level at 343 is the 618 of the Fibonacci retracement. And of course, that next key level, which we're trying and hoping for, if we can get the bulls to come in and really get us a nice little push higher, would be around that 350 level. That's a nice round number. Everyone can say 350. Everyone can type 350 easily on their keyboard or on their Robinhood account. So that makes it a really attractive number to potentially get to. Of course, that's going to be the 78.6 percentile move from that. And I just filled some Starbucks there. Okay, that was actually one of the first trades I've done in a while, and I posted that. That's a great little introduction to the YouTube membership tab, and then also the Patreon page. If you want to support the channel, there's also a link down below to check out the Patreon page. So it looks like I got filled on selling some put spreads there on my Tastyworks account. So you can see that I clearly do use Tastyworks and I do actually trade. I just don't talk on YouTube a bunch of mumbo jumbo, and I actually do this stuff. So that being said, here we're seeing a lot of that movements coming through. Still a little patient here because, again, I think a lot of this is somewhat of a relief value. Oh, I'm selling some more. I got SPX too. Look at that, boys. This is interesting. Let me go ahead and take a looky-loo on what's going on here. Okay, is the market crashing? Okay, no. Okay, just had to double check. Looks like I've got a little bit of a pullback. But looking here, looking through this movement here, that previous high is really what we're looking for. But if this has any kind of containment here, especially with this being a low here and this being the secondary low, we're really looking for 370. So 370 is going to be the next overall target to really break through. Yes, we have the 350, the 358, but 370 is our next nearsighted target if we can get any kind of momentum and have the bulls continue. With this very strong relief rally, I think that people are finally able to breathe. Like, okay, whew. The election is somewhat over. Like the overall waves are still kind of rippling, but I think the overall November 4th is done in the books, or the November 3rd is done in the books, and we're just going to be just fine. Everyone still has all 10 of their fingers. I think some people do, and the world hasn't blown up. So that being said, please do not be a conspiracy theorist person that you think that the market's going to crash because of this person wins or that person wins. Believe that's a bunch of mumbo jumbo. Being mindful of that, we can go ahead and look, kind of summarize on that trade. We can look at those potential movements again. Let 60,000 calls. Of course, they're trading for about $1. So it's going to be about, again, $60,000 play on those potential options going to zero. Of course, again, that person could have been hedging their bets. So that being said, guys, thank you so very much for watching. Please be safe out there, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Peace.